Welcome, welcome, welcome. We have Dr. Arnette right here in the house. Actually, I should be saying I'm in the house because I'm at the book signing of Dr. Arnette. Now, this book is called I Should Be Here.
I am supposed to.
I am supposed to be here. See, now I've been practicing that all day. I am supposed to be here.
It's all good.
However, let's talk a little bit about this book.
Yeah, I mean, this book is, I think it's great.
Of course.
I might be a little biased, but seriously, it really captures my experiences, on me trying to actually reach my goal, becoming Dr. Arnette. It talks about all the challenges I had to overcome, everything from conditional acceptance into UT Southwestern Medical Center to unlawful arrest, detention, lawsuits, Dr. Arnette versus the state. Well, I wasn't Dr. Arnette then, just Don Arnette versus the state of Texas.
And that, that's surprising. What made you want to recap even some of the things? Because I know you don't really want to get into too deep into it, as far as what happened while you were in school.
Well,
but what made you want to recap it and write it?
Well, I was approached by a publishing company, and they had heard about what had happened to me. And in this day and age, with the Trayvon Martins, with the Michael Garner, with the Sandra Blands, Freddie Gray, they thought that my experience with law enforcement and how I handled being mistreated would be a good thing to show other people that there are other ways, and this is an alternative versus trying to, not to say that any of those people who lost their lives did anything wrong, but there are more than one way to skin a cat, so to speak. So the way I decided to fight was comply and complain later. So you can treat me this way, but you just wait. You're going to see me in court. So that's how I decided to handle it. And we all experience it, that when people come up to you and they do things that you don't think is right.
Okay.
But, how do you handle it? You can't win that battle on the street.
Right. If
a policeman came up to you today and said that you this, that, and the other, and you got fly with him, it ain't gonna turn out too good. So all I suggest is get that badge number and make that phone call.
Right, that's what I was gonna ask. What would be the approach for, because you have so much of that going on today, what would be a proper way to handle a situation like that today?
Yeah, I mean, my thing is, I always teach all these kids, comply now, complain later. Make sure you get the right information as far as the officer's name. You make sure you get his badge number. If anybody's around who saw it, in this day and age, everybody got a cell phone. When you go and report it, if somebody tell you, if the police department or whatever says, we ain't gonna worry about it, don't stop. Because when I filed my complaint at UT Southwestern, they said, we don't think the police did nothing wrong. I had an opportunity right then to just say stop and put my head down. But I'm like, no, you did something wrong, and I'm gonna get my justice. And I just kept pushing, and it came in the form of an attorney and a civil rights lawsuit.
I like that.
So, it worked out for me.
No. So now, my next question, because I have been following you, and I wanted to talk about what kind of doctor are you?
Well, right now, I'm not seeing patients. I just took a job. at AbbVie, actually right here in Chicago.
Oh, really?
As a
Congratulations.
Thank you. As a director. And what I do now is try to bring drugs to market to help people who have cancer. So everything from patients with different types of leukemias to breast cancer to brain cancer to lung cancer. So I do all the clinical trials and the research to try to get a drug into market to where patients can have access to it, to hopefully it can extend their life and cancer won't hopefully one day be a death sentence anymore. So that's what I'm doing now. And so far so good. I'm enjoying it. I love Chi-Town.
I was just getting ready to ask. That was my next question. How are you enjoying Chi-Town?
I love Chicago. I come here probably every other week. And it's great, except when it snows in April. I gotta get used to that.
I know, right?
But outside of that, it's great. The people's great, the food is great, entertainment is great. So I'm having a great time.
Of course, you have Full Circle here with you today.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
So I want to ask you a couple of other questions before I let you go, because I know you're busy. Got to get to the book signing. My next question is: you also are a motivational speaker. Let's talk about some of the places and children, youth you have touched
Yeah, I mean, I try to help. I mean, I go to all types of high schools and stuff. I motivate adults. I mean, I've been fortunate enough to speak for Citigroup, Edward Jones Financial, Ambridge Hospitality, a whole bunch of other companies. And what I do when I talk to them, I try not to use what happened to me as a racial incident, but I use it just to show an adversity. So we all gonna have adversity. It comes in different sizes, forms, and everything. You can lose your life, you can lose a loved one, you can get laid off your job, but you have to overcome that adversity. For me, I just look at everything that happened to me as a different form of adversity I had to overcome. So it came in the form of conditional acceptance, that was I not gonna take it, or was I gonna go ahead and go to school and show them that I had what it took to become Dr. Arnette. When they arrested me, was I gonna let them just do that, or was I gonna do something else? When they arrested me again, you know, so you gotta get the book.
You gotta read the book. I was just getting ready to say, you gotta read the book.
So that's what, you know, it's all about overcoming adversity. So at the end of the day, everybody has their challenges. And so I can talk to kids about making sure that they get to where they wanna be. I really love to make sure that they can see that you can be whatever you want to be. It's kind of sad that when I walk into a classroom, if I tell the teacher not to tell the kids what I do for a living, and if I have on jeans and a t-shirt, I'll tell kids I have $20 if you can guess my job. 6 years, I've never given the $20 away. They're always, you're a basketball player, you're a football player, you're a golfer, you're a model, you're a policeman, you're a teacher. And we're not talking about just giving them 2 or 3 guesses. When I did an interview down in Dallas on Fox News, they caught it and they showed it. And everyone who called me, they just could not believe that these kids, even in their wildest imagination, even to guess some obscure stuff for $20, they couldn't even in their wildest dreams. Doctor, there's no way.
No way.
Then when I tell them, the response is, you ain't no doctor. And I say, why? They say, because you don't look like one. And then that's when we get to the heart of the matter. What is it supposed to look like?
Exactly.
So I'm a big firm believer in we have to put the right type of people on display for our youth, because you have to see it to be it. You can't aspire to be something you've never seen. So if you ask a kid he want to be a basketball player, like who? He gonna say Steph Curry, LeBron James, whomever. You say football, he gonna say I want to be Dez Bryant, I want to be my man Tom Brady, whomever. If you say you're gonna grow up and be a doctor, like who? You get crickets. You want to be an engineer, like who? You want to be a broadcaster, like who? So if they see it, they can say, oh, someone who looked like me, somebody who talked like me, somebody who from where I'm from did it, so I can do it. That's my thing.
So what can we be expecting from you next? Are we looking, can we be expecting more books? What's next?
What's next? Working on a reality TV show.
Really?
Working on a reality TV show called You Gotta See It to Be It. Basically, you got to see it to be it. Got that in talks now with some screenwriters to see if this book can actually make it on the big screen. You know, so a couple other things.
I love that. I love that. So now, if they're not able to make it today to the book signing to get a book, where can they go to get the book?
www.docarnette.com.
I love it. I love it.
And that's DOCARNETTE.com. And if you want an electronic copy, you can go to Amazon, you can go to iTunes, so it's available there also. But the hard copies just come to the website. And then you can see all the other stuff I'm doing, like with my foundation. That's another big thing. I'm giving out scholarships down in Dallas, and I'm hoping to bring that program here by teaching kids financial literacy, showing them how to invest their money. I just partnered with SMU and the Cox School of Business. So now the kids will have an opportunity to see money at work, you know, in the stock market and what have you. So we just gave our first set of scholarships out a couple months ago, last month actually, and we bringing new schools on board, and we're just gonna, you know, blow this thing up. Right now I'm funding all the scholarships out of pocket. Now I'm looking for some corporate help because I do okay, but I can't give everybody a scholarship.
I love it. I love it.
So that's what's next.
Okay, and if people want to follow you, how can they follow you?
Oh, everything's Doc Arnette. Twitter at docarnette.com, Instagram at docarnette.com, Facebook, Dr. Donald Arnette, and don't forget ARNETTE.
All right, and once again, Miss Queen is right here hanging out with Dr. Arnette. I'm going to find a little bit more about their book, and we'll be right back.